What is going on, guys? It is me again. I haven't done a YouTube video in a while. I really enjoy making them. I hope you guys enjoy watching them. But I thought I'd do a video on Eternals. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, I advise you to click off this video because it's going to contain a lot of spoilers, including the end credit scene. If you have seen the movie, please stay here because we're going to cover everything Eternals, the positives, the negatives, and the future of the Eternals, and where this movie fits in the MCU and what it's got to build on in the MCU. So we'll start on a light note and we'll talk about the positives of this film. And I think one of the biggest positives of this film was the cinematography. I think this film was shot really, really well. I thought every scene it just felt different to what we've normally seen with the MCU. And I just loved it. And I think it goes back to Jack Kirby's comic books and how different that felt when they first came out, because everyone was so used to seeing Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four and even Superman and Batman. But with the Eternals and Jack Kirby doing the Eternals, it felt so different, so vibrant. And I think that's what this film felt like for me, and which I personally really enjoyed, and that's what makes me enjoy the Eternals in the comic books as well. It's just very different, a very more grounded story, a very more humane story than to your normal superhero stuff. Including cinematography, I thought the fight scenes were very well done, very well choreographed, or CGI. I thought Icarus, it made me sad that we're never going to see Henry Cavill again as Superman, because I thought Icarus was cool in this movie. Makiri was probably a standout for me. I thought she was awesome. And Ken, it made me sad we'll never see the Flash like that. I thought Gilgamesh was awesome in this film. They're probably the three characters that stood out to me the most, and I really enjoyed watching them. And the end fight scene with Phastos and all that, I thought was just amazing. So now on to the negatives. Unfortunately, this movie had a lot of negatives. It had more negatives than positives, which I hate to say because I was excited for this film. But the biggest problem with this film was the plot. The plot, it just went the long way, it just took the long way round. I don't understand why. Like, so in the comic books, I don't want to be one of those guys that like in the comic books, but the Neil Gaiman comic that this movie is strongly based off was so well written, and it was so cool to see this different version of Marvel. And I feel like this movie didn't really do that. Like, so in the comic books, the Eternals actually convinced the Celestial, they convinced themselves with the Unimind that the Earth should stay in it. They shouldn't destroy the Earth because there's hope on this planet. We've seen it before. Please, just give us time. Give us time to prove to you that the Earth should stay. And the Celestial goes, okay, I'll come back for judgment. And then it was just like Cersei just froze the Celestial with cosmic power because she fell through. And I can't even understand what was the point of having the Unimind when that's all she had to do. And Icarus fought the Eternals for what? For what reason? It just didn't. I couldn't understand it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't understand. And the pacing as well. That also kind of covers pacing. The pacing was a bit too slow. And it just, like I said, it just took the long way round. And people will say, but the Snyder Cut was really slow. But the Snyder Cut was 4 hours. It had a good reason for it to be a bit slow. This movie was 2.5 hours, and it was pretty much maybe a near waste of 2.5 hours. I just didn't understand why they took the long road round to such an easy plot. And the deviants were pointless in this film. They were there for the action. I don't understand why. They're a big part of the Eternals. They're a big part of the Celestials, and they were just pointless. They were pointless. What the fuck? And Icarus.
How many goddamn times are we gonna see an evil Superman?
I'm sick of it. People who know me, I love Superman. I love Homelander. I love Omni-Man. How many fucking times do we need to see an evil Superman? We don't need to see it anymore. It's done. Injustice did it really well. The Boys did it even better. We don't need to see Icarus the villain. What the fuck? I was so pissed off. That whole time it was leading to an evil Superman. Why? Why? It's so lazy, man. It It's so lazy. Besides the 3 Eternals, which I said I really enjoyed watching, which was Icarus, Mercury, Gilgamesh, and I even put Durig in there. All the other Eternals were boring as fuck. Cersei, in the new game and comic, she's a very interesting, very elegant character. Fucking boring. Boring. Gemma James is a very good actor. Boring. Athena. Boring. A Wonder Woman ripoff, in my point. Like Angelina Jolie, a very talented actor. Boring. Kingo. Boring. Try to be funny. Wasn't funny. Sprite. What even was Sprite? I don't understand. Fastos was alright. He was kind of cool, but it was very much like Tony Stark, which fucking annoyed me a bit. Who are the other fucking Eternals? That's what I mean. I can't remember all the Eternals because it was so boring. Besides those 3, and that's what made the movie so kind of boring to watch because you weren't really invested in any of the other characters. So I've done my rant. That's it. So now I'm going to talk about the end credit scene. Now there was 2 end credit scenes. The first one was with Star Fox, who was played by Harry Styles, and he's going to help the Eternals find Icarus, which is going to be interesting to see. I personally love Harry Styles playing Star Fox. I think he's perfect for the role. In the comic books, he's a very cocky, arrogant character, and he has a kind of a cool relationship with Thanos. Unfortunately, Thanos is dead, so we won't get that. But he is a really cool character. I quite like Star Fox. He played a big part in the Infinity Gauntlet comic, so he is somewhat a big part of the Marvel Universe, so I'm excited to see where they take him. And then the second end credit scene was, I can't remember his name.
Retard alert! Retard alert!
And Whitman, or the Black Knight, right? It was the Black Knight. He gets the ebony blade, which is really cool. I'm a kind of a Black Knight fan. I would like to know more about him. I've read a little bit. He did fight Namor at one point. He was with the Fantastic Four. So I've read a little bit. He's a cool character. But the biggest part about that end credit scene was when he was about to pick up the blade, someone said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And that character was Blade. Mahershala Ali's Blade made his first appearance in the MCU. And oh, that was awesome. It made sense. I thought it was Namor for a second. But it was Blade, which is, oh my god, I'm so excited. It makes sense. I mean, because I reckon they're going to work together. So the end credit scenes were pretty good. I like the end credit scenes. And it gets me excited for what's to come in the MCU. And my overall thoughts of the movie, I'm probably going to give it out of 5, maybe a 3.5, to be honest. Personally didn't enjoy it as much, but it doesn't deserve the 51%. It's got Rotten Tomatoes, but it doesn't deserve the 86% it's getting from the audience score. And I think the only reason people are giving it such high remarks is because they want to get back at Rotten Tomatoes, because Rotten Tomatoes are saying like, oh, this is such a bad movie, blah blah blah. People are like, no, like, you know, we're gonna enjoy it, we're gonna love it, and they're like forcing themselves to enjoy the movie, which really bugged me, because like don't love a movie just because someone said it's bad. Like, if you think the movie's bad, the movie's bad. If you think the movie's great, the movie's great. It's up to you. But I've seen so many people like force themselves to love this movie, and I'm like, stop. Like, stop trying to prove to people that this shit, it shouldn't matter. Alright, you know, and it's bugging me, but hey, it is what it is. People have their opinions. But yeah, probably give the movie a good 3.5, to be honest. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more movie reviews or the upcoming movies, I think there's Venom 2, there's Hawkeye and Spider-Man left for this year, because next year's going to be big. So I think they're the last 3 superhero stuff coming out this year. So if you want me to do reviews on that, please let me know. I do enjoy doing these YouTube videos, and I'm trying to come out with as many TikToks as I can. I just got to think of the right ideas, and it's also down to if I'm happy with uploading. And I did upload a video saying I do need some time away. It's just affecting my mental health, and I realise I can't let this social media stuff affect me. And so I'm back at kind of just doing videos because of the fun of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe, please like the video, please comment if there's anything you want me to discuss. Movie reviews, comic book reviews, if you want to see any of my collection, you're more than welcome. And go and enjoy yourselves. Go enjoy the day. I don't know, go enjoy yourselves.